Hey y'all, Shep here. I've been wanting to turn this cargo trailer into a wood shop. To start with, I'd like to have a nicely finished floor. Something easy to keep clean with all the sawdust I'll be making. And so I've decided on an epoxy floor like you see in some garages. Now, in order for the epoxy to stick, the surface has to be clean of oils and grime. Unfortunately, I've spilled some mineral oil on the floor this trailer came with. To make this work, I've decided to lay down another layer of thin plywood. I built a little cardboard jig to mark where I need to drive in screws. A quick tap with my hammer, and I've got a clear and evenly spaced mark. Cloud came in for some pets and to protest my banging on things with a hammer.
Are you supervising? Really? Is this what we're gonna do? You're telling me I shouldn't do the banging? Yeah. Okay.
A quick pre-drill, and then I can sink the screws into the existing plywood base. For the screws, I've went with brass wood screws. These should do nicely, and I won't have to worry about corrosion later. Screwing down these panels took all evening, but eventually I got it done.
Alright, so one of the tricky things, when I cut this, like this whole angle here, kinda altered the squareness of where this line rests. And while it's not a huge difference there, further down, those areas compounded. So I'm going to try to fill that slot over there, this slot here, and this one here as well, to make it so I don't have a missing chunk of my floor.
A quick measure and mark for each of those spaces, and we're good to go. I use my track saw to make quick and accurate cuts, even on really small pieces like this. And it fits in there quite nicely. This one was a bit long, so I used my Leatherman to saw it down to size. Now, to keep these in place, I'm using a bit of silicone adhesive. I then placed this scrap on top to give it a little pressure. I repeated on the other slots. This time I decided it'd be easier to apply the adhesive to the piece itself instead of the floor. And I'll use my tools to weigh it down and let it dry. This brings us to the third and final day. It's time to caulk. This is pretty standard paintable caulk, specifically the Alex Plus brand. I used this silicone caulk tool to get a really nice chamfer on the bead. In the end, I've got a nice new surface and a smooth bead of caulk around the edge. Until next time, be well.